Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon with you as we get set for part 2 of our boy-girl. I'm not even sure we've ever had a boy-girl doubleheader here at Plymouth before. I'm not sure at all. Do you know if there's ever been where there's been a broadcast doubleheader for boy-girl game?
I don't know, but
I don't think there has.
We're breaking records out here. That's all I know.
We're breaking all kinds of records out here now.
I'm doing some, in-person advertising as well for some listeners at home.
Yeah, some listeners at home wanted to know how to hook up the radio station to Max 98.3 is the easiest way, but you can go online. You can listen to us there.
Well, Rusty, I know how it was back in the day. Everybody had the old radio in the living room, and we all huddled around and listened to Rusty Nixon call the game. But people are on
have a little popcorn, a little fire in the fireplace, and listen to Uncle Rusty call a game.
It's about the website, right?
Yeah, we got the website, and hopefully that's up and going too. I don't know.
Wherever you're listening, we appreciate
Wherever you're listening, we love it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that text number back. I'm going to try to do that. Have a text number where you can text us and ask us a question, but mainly I'd like to know where you're listening from. If you could send us a text. I know we've had, for football, we had one time listeners as far away as Guam. We regularly had people in Europe because we regularly had fathers who would do business in Europe.
Yep.
And they would listen while they were there. So, yeah, we've had Guam was the furthest one, I think, but we had one where we knew they were listening, but they couldn't say because they were on a boat in the Sea of Japan trying to not be seen on operations. But, I know they were listening too. So it's kind of fun to find out. We also had, I remember one year, Frick, what was his name, first name? Played with you and Benji. He was a lineman. He was a defensive lineman. Cameron Frick. Every week he had like 20 family members
just from around the country.
Would text in from Tennessee and Georgia and Michigan and Ohio. And the greatest thing about that was the last game of his senior year, they actually all came to the game.
Yep.
And we got a chance to meet him. We called him Frick Nation. But, that was always fun. So we're going to get that going again.
That's the beauty of high school sports, too. It just unites people in a way that, you don't often see, right?
Well, I think that it helps with the website now, with the online, because you got a lot of ex-players. Well, think about it. There was no way anybody could watch or listen to Plymouth's 82 championship run.
Yeah.
I was in college. The only way I got to see a game was maybe I shouldn't even say this. My dad got me tickets. I know that was something that you didn't just get family members tickets.
Yeah.
It was and they were clear up at the very top at Northside Gym. You could barely breathe up there. That was, I got tickets for that one, and then I didn't get to see a game again until the state championship. But I was far enough away, I couldn't get the radio.
Right.
So,
well, that's modern technology. Isn't it beautiful?
That is a good thing. A lot of former players want to.
We got some former players here tonight, too.
We do. We've got some former players. We got some current players. They're going to have a little bit of a different starting lineup here as I understand it, for Plymouth. Parker Bagley will not be in the starting lineup tonight. I think it's some kind of illness or something. I didn't get a complete explanation, but he will not be on the floor to start the game tonight. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same for Plymouth on the starting lineup. But this is the first time we've seen them in a while, and they've taken some lumps, but they've looked really good at times, too. I get a feeling that's what you're going to get this year with this bunch. They're young. Even their experienced people aren't terribly experienced. It's just going to be one of those seasons where you get a great game one night and a bad one the next. And
well, it's funny because I was just looking at John Harrell, Rusty, and I honestly cannot believe that they've only played 7 games. Right?
I know.
It feels like the season's been going for 3 months, right? And that's basketball sometimes. But, you're still finding your identity, right? You got young kids that are buying into a second-year system, right? You look at New Prairie on the other side, also a young coach in their first year in the system. And so this is one of those measuring stick games, Rusty. I really think it is, where you got your kids here. They've been here all day. You've shot around in the gym, beforehand. You're going to see who you are tonight. I really think that this is, an identity kind of night.
New Prairie's coach was playing at Bethel a year ago this time, wasn't he?
Yeah, we played against him in high school. He's a heck of a player. And
Penn graduate.
Yeah, he seems to really have, number one, his kids bought in. I think that's pretty clear just from seeing them hang around here before the game and watching them warm up. The challenge is, can you find a way to establish that winning culture, with those kids you've got, and build that foundation for the future. So
thing like that, though, with the Drew Lutz is who we're talking about, the head coach of New Prairie. I'm sure I mentioned that, and anybody that's watched basketball in the last 5 years knows exactly who we're talking about. That's an instant buy-in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is instantaneous. Everybody that is probably out here tonight at one point or another saw him play in the last 5 years.
Well, and if I'd love to see someone challenge him at practice saying, Coach, what do you think you can talk to us like that? See him throw the jersey and shoes on, see how that goes.
I'm going to say, I don't think I would. But see, once again, he's been there, done that. Mm-hmm. He knows how to communicate it. I think the thing is that the players buy in because it's like, he must know what he's talking about. He was a great player, and he did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I think, when you're around a guy that knows ball like that, you know it as a coach. There's certain guys you can be around, you're like, all right, this guy gets it. He knows the game at a different level. And, I think you have two coaches here that are at that level.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, fun to watch these two programs and how they grow. And once again, like we said, tonight's one of those nights where you get to see, two talent levels that are similar experience levels. Really a game that on paper is going to be close, Rusty.
Might be interesting to talk to Greg Miller. I think he was Drew's coach for a couple of years at Bethel.
Yeah, you're right. He definitely was.
So and I think that was his position coaching too, was the guards. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Drew Lutz, the head coach of New Prairie, here tonight in his first year. Plymouth, you mentioned second year in the system. This really isn't even the same system as it was a year ago because of the complete turnover of talent and skill sets. You don't have the same skill sets out there.
Yeah, I will say this, though, Rusty. If you compared the defenses, they'd probably look extremely similar, right?
Yeah.
And that's the testament of a good coach is, all right, you find what your identity is. I think for Plymouth, it's playing solid defense, right? And then offensively, it's our guys. What can we get to do with our guys that works and puts us in the best position to win?
I was going to say, in a lot of ways, I think the defense is even better this year. I mean, at times, it is just that much more ferocious, I think.
It's another year of the same lingo, knowing where to be, the same spots, and kids that are figuring out what their job is.
Let's take a break. We come back. We'll continue our pregame here. Plymouth about to take on New Prairie, part of our doubleheader. And you're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
Here's the keys to the game.
And we're back at Plymouth High School, just in front of the starting lineups. Keys to the game, I think. I just saw we have the same officiating crew. I am excited to see this game. We do.
Oh.
This is going to be fun.
All right, key number 1, finish through contact.
Yes.
Key number 2, take care of the ball. I think that's the two biggest things for both these teams.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I don't think anything else is going to matter. Finish through contact and make sure you're boxing somebody out. Get a body on somebody after a shot, because it's going to be a rough one. And when I saw they were still out there, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a fun one to watch. So we're going to take another break. We come back, we'll have the starting lineup. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com. At Marshall.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Here's your starting lineup, brought to you by First Federal Savings.
And let's give you the starting lineup. First for New Prairie, it's going to be Dylan Bishop, Jagger Daniels. I should have named my kid Jagger. I think Benji would be a good Jagger.
Oh, yeah, he would have been a great Jagger.
Great Jagger. Dalton Clark, Hunter Nelson, and here is one of the greatest sports names I could ever. I wish this was my name, Miles McSorley.
Freshman too, Rusty.
You got to. But oh man, that name just kind of says attitude. That name says New Prairie.
Yeah, it says he's going to probably bury a 3 tonight. That's what I got a feeling he's going to.
For Plymouth, it's Kalen Ellery at one of the starting spots. Parker Wolf, Dan Nguyen, Caleb Ellery, and in his first varsity start, Grayson Terone, the freshman, will be out there in place of Parker Bagley. And that is your starting lineup, brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. Well, I'll tell you what, Parker Wolf, this is his kind of game, don't you think?
Yeah, this is one of those he kind of just wakes up for. A bowl of nails for breakfast kind of game is what I'd call it. It's going to be fun, Rusty. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who steps up to the challenge, because you know when you play New Prairie, it's going to be a physical game. But now when you play New Prairie, that you're probably going to play some kids that know the game pretty well. I mean, we talked about Coach Lutz and kind of what he's bringing to the table here. It'd be interesting to see the new face of the New Prairie Cougar basketball program.
The other thing about it is I saw this team play in a sectional last year, and they did well. I mean, I think CMA finally did get rid of them in one of the quarterfinal rounds, but they played extremely well, and they, once again, defense, man, they played really good, hard,
I can remember Jagger
defense.
Daniels from last year. He's a physical player. He's
played last year, very physical. He had a couple of good games.
I think Hunter Nelson grew a few inches, too. That's a big kid.
Yeah, he did. And we're about ready to start. Once again, we're having our conversations. I think everybody's finally ready to go.
Everybody's in a different spot this time.
Yeah, it is. And Ellery will win it. Caleb Ellery jumping against Hunter Nelson, and it's Plymouth basketball. Dan Nguyen will get it to Caleb. He'll hand it off to Caleb in the corner. He'll drive it. Baseline. Kicks it all the way out in the wind. Out top. Now in the corner to Caleb. He'll drive it to the block. Puts it up. Blocked by Nelson. And the ball comes down to Dalton Clark. Bringing it up will be Jagger Daniels. Daniels looking to the left. He's got Bishop. Now trying to go on the baseline. Knocked away. Caleb Ellery with the steal. Tyrone will bring it up, and Plymouth has the basketball for their second possession. Kalen has Caleb, top of the key to Tyrone. He'll back it up, gives it up to Kalen. Trying to find somebody to sort through. It'll go to the right side. Tyrone has it. He'll work back to the middle, take the jumper from top of the key. No good. Nelson will come away with a rebound. Daniels brings it up. New Prairie with their second possession. No score. We're just underway in the first. Off the screen is Bishop. Top of the key, looking for somebody to come and take it from him. It's going to be McSorley. He's on the baseline, gives it to Daniels. He's cut off. Now has Nelson. He'll turn and face. Gives it up. Bishop with a look at three. Boom. Dylan Bishop all alone at the top of the key. Puts it down, makes it 3-0. And now Dan Nguyen brings it up for Plymouth. Caleb with a three. Wide open look off the front of the rim. And the rebound knocked away into the hands of McSorley. And it'll be New Prairie basketball.
Tell you, Rusty, and now that I see McSorley's face, I remember watching him play last year.
Oh, boy. Jagger just fires one up. Kalen all the way to the other end with the rebound. It won't fall. And Daniels with it. Pushes it up to Nelson. It goes out of bounds.
And we got a bunch of refs looking at each other that don't know.
Nobody knows where it goes. It's going to. Well, they're going to give it to Plymouth.
No idea what just happened. Ball got deflected and then ping-ponged, and nobody saw it. So
nobody saw it. And the guy who had the trouble to make the call down here in the corner, he's completely screened. So he was looking for help up the floor, and there was nobody that was in a position to give him any. Pass goes to Nguyen. He'll take the three. No good. Parker Wolf with the rebound. Comes out of there with it. Can't get the shot to fall. Ball on the floor. Nguyen will come away with it. 3-0. New Prairie lead. Kalen with it. Working to the right side. He'll try to drive. Gets to the block, and we're going to have a foul, and I think that's going to be on Bishop.
Yeah, I like the solid defense, though, on Kalen early. You can tell New Prairie, well, obviously, he's on the scouting report. Everybody's jumping to the ball when he has it, but they're not giving him anywhere to drive so far.
So now Caleb will trigger it in under the basket. See where he goes with it. He'll get it into Tyrone. He'll drive it to the paint. Fall away jumper, no good. And the rebound knocked out of the hands of Clark, but into the hands of Bishop. He'll bring it up himself. Now has Daniels on the trail. Kalen all over him. Real size mismatch there. Kalen at least a foot taller. Daniels will go down to the baseline now. Caleb and Kalen both working on McSorley and knocked out of bounds. 3-0 score. It'll stay New Prairie basketball. 4:55 to play. Daniels working right side off the screen.
Nice
McSorley, there's your three. Oh, just off the back. And it hits the Stanyard.
Yeah, I remember him hitting a few, watching them play our 8th grade team last year. He's a good little player.
Yeah.
He's not so little anymore either.
Well, he's playing varsity as a freshman. He's
Tells you all you need to know.
definitely a good player. 3-0, 4:42. Hand off to Tyrone. He's a freshman. Gets it back. Thought about the three. Drives it instead. A floater. No good. Comes down in the hands of Clark. Third rebound for him already. And he goes to the floor. They're going to have a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be on Kalen early, a silly one. Just way too far away from the basket to be fouling there. Tell you what, this New Prairie defense has been kind of what we expected. Solid on-ball defense, not really allowing much to.
They're really kind of undersized, too, really.
They've given up a couple shots, but Plymouth hasn't hit them, so.
Daniels has McSorley. Plymouth now in a 1-3-1, it looks like.
That they are.
Toss into the corner to Bishop. Now in the middle, Daniels thought about the three. He'll drive it to the right side. Gives it into the hands of Caleb Ellery on the steal. 2 turnovers now for New Prairie. On the break, Tyrone will put it in.
Great pass and vision by Caleb. Great job at Tyrone running to the opposite block, putting that defender in a bind.
3-2. Plymouth trails by 1. 4 minutes to play. McSorley has Daniels. Looking to drive, nothing there. Back to McSorley in the corner. Bishop has Clark in the paint. He'll kick it to Daniels for 3, nothing but net.
Hey, good job when you play a zone. You got to be able to bury some shots. Good to see Jagger step up with a little bit of confidence there.
6-2 now. 2 threes by New Prairie. That's the other thing that New Prairie does that I don't know how they do it. They've always got 3 guys that can bury a 3 at any point in the floor. Tyrone gets into the paint. Won't get the layup to fall. Wolf with the rebound. He can't get it to fall, but gets his own rebound.
And might want to box him out because he's not going to stop. Like a dog on a bone, he's going to keep going back for it.
6-4. New Prairie lead. 3:09 to play. Right side, Daniels. Off the screen on the baseline, Clark being guarded by Kalen. Top of the key, it goes to McSorley. Trying to get some space. Tyrone all over him. Now Daniels with a 15-footing running jumper. Caleb with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Goes all the way to the block. They're going to get him for travel as he got to the block and then just slid. Couldn't come to a stop on the jump stop. And now Tyrone going to take a seat as Parker Bagley comes to the floor.
Hey, good minutes by the freshman there. He took a lot of shots, but kind of created his own shot quite a bit.
That's what they think he's going to be, I have a feeling. 6-4, 2:44. They really like Grayson Tyrone. Top of the key now. That is Hunter Nelson. He'll get it down on the baseline to Bishop. His shot won't fall. Parker Wolf there. Rebound number 4 for Parker. Caleb has Kalen. Kalen's going to go straight to the basket. Has it knocked out of his hand by Clark. So Clark with a steal. First Plymouth turnover. Daniels almost gave the third New Prairie turnover. Wasn't looking. Recovers it in time. Gets it to Clark. Now to Bishop. Top of the key. Bishop, another one we saw play a year ago. McSorley has it knocked out of his hands by Bagley. Knocked out again. McSorley able to recover it. Gives it to Nelson. Waiting for somebody to sort through he can give it to. Gives it to Bishop, who hands it to McSorley. McSorley trying to make some space, and he'll draw the foul from Caleb. And it'll be New Prairie basketball out of bounds.
Hudson Davis checking in. Forgot that he had pants on, though, still. Yep, now he's working on it. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to remember. You got locked into the game. I don't know why you have the pants. I mean, I don't know. I understood the shooting shirt still on, but
yeah,
how about the pants still on? But it's all right.
Nobody wears the shooting shirts anymore.
They'll be back.
Why is that?
They'll be back. Don't worry. You know how fashion is.
I always loved mine. Of course, I always got to wear it for the whole game. So
exactly. I never had to tie my shoes.
Shoes? You wore shoes. 6-4. That's how sure I was of where I was going to be all night when I played basketball. Shot by Daniels, in and out. Rebound comes down to Davis. Plymouth will work it up with Kalen. He's going to hand it off to Nguyen. Nguyen directing traffic. He'll push Davis out of there, come back out to the top. They'll set the half court. Bagley gets it out at the free throw line. Turns and faces. Has Kalen. Now Nguyen off the screen right wing. Coming through Bagley. Had some space. Loses the handle out of bounds. Plymouth's second turnover. Good hands by, I think it was Daniels down there as Parker came through there, reached in and got a hand on it, and Bagley couldn't keep the handle. So it is a turnover, minute 3 to play. Dalton Clark will take a seat. Coming to the floor for the first time is Evan Kelminiak. Into the paint. McSorley has Nelson on a beautiful pitch.
That's a great pass.
And catch and basket.
2 feet to the lane, finds the open guy, forces the defenders to look his way.
8-4 now, 43 seconds in the first. Top of the key has Kalen. Now Bagley comes out, gets it left side. Caleb going to drive it. Cut off, has Nguyen, top of the key. Thought about the 3. Now he's going to dribble it. Takes it into the paint. Bodied up by Nelson, reverse layup. won't fall. And McDonald, I should say, on the floor also for the first time with the rebound. He'll get the pass in the corner, and boy, he took didn't have any trouble taking that shot the first time he touched it. A three from McDonald. No doubter. Now, Kalen into the paint. Doesn't get the layup. And McDonald with his second rebound. He's on the floor for about 15 seconds. He got a 3 and 2 rebounds. That's not a bad night's work for a lot of guys. That's just 15 seconds for him. 11-4, our score at the end of one. Take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Dixon with Peyton Skirvin. 11-4 at the end of one, and New Prairie will bring it in to start the second quarter. McSorley working at the top of the key. He drives it into the paint, kicks it on the baseline. Nelson couldn't get back around and make the shot. Kalen Ellery with it. Tries to get it on the break to Bagley and just overshoots it. They say it went off the knee of Jagger Daniels.
I had a hard time telling, to be honest with you.
I think this is the right call, honestly. So Plymouth will have it back. Of course, I would.
The fans up next to us don't agree.
Fans up next to us don't agree at all, but I think it's the right call. Pass comes in. Tyrone.
Good defense.
Has Bagley. He'll bring Caleb out. They'll start the half court. Caleb kind of clearing out for him. He's got a one-on-one, and they're going to call him for 5 seconds.
Tell you what, this New Prairie defense is like a boa constrictor right now, just giving Plymouth absolutely nothing.
11-4 now, 7:30 to play in the second period. New Prairie lead. Hands off to Kilminiak. He'll try the baseline, nothing there. Hands it to McSorley. McSorley has it knocked out of his hands. Now he'll give it up to McDonald. Now Daniels. Top of the key has McDonald popping out. Ball knocked out of McSorley's hand and out of bounds.
Good defense there by Parker. Bagley. Nice little deflection. We talked about deflections a lot in the girls' game. New Prairie defense not quite as deflecty in this game, but they are. The ball pressure is definitely there. Plymouth's got to respond accordingly here.
11-4, 7:06. Pass comes in to Tyrone. Now to Caleb, looking for somewhere to go. He'll separate himself with his forearm, and Jagger Daniels just stepped in there and
tell you what, man, Jagger is a crafty little player.
Well, I think he's a senior, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got him as a junior.
Do they?
He plays like a senior, though.
He does play like a senior. That is a senior level play.
He's played a lot of varsity minutes, though, Rusty. I mean, we watched him a couple times last year in a few different games, and there's savvy plays that you expect a guy that's played a lot of varsity basketball to do.
Now they're going to bring Dalton Clark back as Kilminiak needs to see the trainer. He's got a bloody nose. They'll have to fix that before he can come back. New Prairie with a basketball. Nelson hands it to Clark. Nelson hands it to Jagger Daniels. Now McSorley. Fall away in the paint. You ain't stopping that.
Nice offense. Good ball movement. Some away from the ball action at the same time. It's leading to some good opportunities for New Prairie.
13-4, 6:32 to play. Pop out is Davis. He'll hand it off to Nguyen. Thought about the three. Now he'll bring it back down, kick it in the corner. Kalen's going to drive it baseline. Gets there. Reverse layup,
Nice
puts
take.
it in
Wow.
this time.
Like seeing a little more of that, Rusty. Move the ball and let him go north-south.
Just don't know that I would stand in front of him and take a charge.
No.
Just saying. 13-6. McSorley loses the handle, and they're going to get a foul on this one.
If that's Kalen, that's his second early. Yeah, it is.
Kalen Ellery reaches in and knocks it away, but also gets a little bit too much arm. I think Greg Miller's wondering, hey, looked a little bit more like Tyrone had that, but
yeah,
coaches don't ever try to direct foul someplace else. Do they?
Never. Looks like they're gonna trust the kid here and let him play.
McSorley misses a free throw. He'll get another one. 13-6, 6:05 to play in the first half, I should say. The second one, no good. And Parker Bagley comes away with a rebound. Pushes it up the floor. Now hands it to Dan Nguyen. .552 and counting here in the second. And Davis all alone misses a layup underneath. And coming out of there with it is Bishop on the rebound. Clark now works right side, gives it up to Bishop, top of the key. Nelson, right side. Daniels all alone underneath Bishop. Got sorted out on the screen underneath, and that's going to bring a full timeout from Greg Miller. He's not happy. We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's 15-6. Plymouth trails it. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
Coke Zero. Now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin. I haven't even had a chance to talk to you about IU last night.
You don't have to worry about it, Rusty. It's all I can think about. Gosh, what a time to be alive.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. I thought it was the end of the universe when I was in school down there and we got to the Holiday Bowl.
Didn't win it, of course, but got
No, but we got there. 15-6 the score.
Nice pass.
And patch to Parker Wolf. Won't get the shot to drop, but he got fouled by Dylan Bishop.
Yeah, great job there. Plymouth needed something out of that set or out of that timeout, and it was a good job of getting a good look at the basket, really.
Parker Wolf will go to the free throw line. 15-6 the score. He'll shoot the first one. It's in. He's got an interesting approach to shooting free throws.
He's got an interesting approach to a lot of
Watch him. He
things.
just takes the pass, takes a breath, and shoots it. And that one no good. Rebound comes down in the hands of Gabe Banicki. He's on the floor for the first time for New Prairie. Daniels working out top of the key, goes left side. And we get a whistle and timeout here. Drew Lutz wants to talk something over real quick. What the heck? Let's take another one. Get caught up on our sponsors. We'll be right back. 15-7, New Prairie leads.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at Plymouth High School, out of the timeout, New Prairie will have it back, and they'll bring it into McSorley as Jagger Daniels. Back to McSorley. Plymouth now dropping into a 2-3.
Little chess match out of the coaches.
Daniels will pitch it over to McDonald on the left side. Gets a screen here. from Banicki. Now almost loses the handle as Dan Nguyen trying to keep him from passing it, and Dan will just take it away. Dan Nguyen with a steal. 4th turnover. Into the paint. Dan can't make it fall. Rebound is knocked around. It's going to be off the knee.
Well, he pointed both directions, so I think it's Plymouth ball.
Yeah, I think it's Plymouth ball. I think it was off Banicki's knee. So Nguyen couldn't get the shot to fall, but did get in there to fight for the rebound enough to keep it Plymouth possession. Now Nelson going to come back out onto the floor. Banicki will take a seat. Pass will come in off the screen. Tyrone for 3. Once again, the Nick Cheney
Stanyard.
The Nick Cheney ceremonial. The memorial. Nick Cheney Memorial Stanyard. Oh, and boy, Checker Daniels just left Dan Nguyen standing. Easy layup, 2 more. 17-7. Tyrone now works back to the middle, trying to find some place to go with it. 1 pass too many. He got himself open and then tried to give it up to Bagley, but threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, Plymouth really struggling on the offensive end, Rusty. They've gotten some pretty decent looks at it. They just need to bury a 3 or something to get them going. A little momentum.
McSorley has it to Daniels. He'll throw a lob to Nelson on the baseline. Knocked out of his hands into the hands of Parker Wolf. 5 turnovers for New Prairie. Caleb all the way to the other end. Baseline jumper no good. Daniels with a rebound.
Gosh, I like his game, Rusty. He's just everywhere.
He is. He's quick. He's really strong for as small as he is, too.
Rebounding point guard.
He'll go to the paint. He'll lay it up and lay it in.
It's got to be the headband, I think. A little added power.
Could be. 19-7 now. A 3 from Dan Nguyen is no good. A whistle on the rebound as Caleb comes down with it, and we're going to have a foul.
New Prairie 4. Foul on number 4, Dalton Clark.
It'll be Dalton Clark with his first. Kalen will come back, and Parker Bagley will sit down. Get a break here with 3:11 to play. Caleb throws it in, has Nguyen. Dan works to the baseline. Thought about another shot, now gets it to Wolf on the block. Wolf turns and faces. Spin move inside. Beautiful move by Parker Wolf.
A great move, man. Nice little footwork. I'd like to see more of that. Let him be aggressive.
19-9, 2:50 in the second period. Plymouth trails it. McSorley works back to the middle. Plymouth again in that 2-3. McSorley drives to the paint, tries to get it to Nelson on the baseline. It's deflected right back to him. So now Daniels. Head fake. He'll just come in, take a jump shot from 15. No good. Ellery pulls away the rebound. Goes up quickly. Has Tyrone on the break from the left side. A whistle and an offensive foul as Dalton Clark steps in and takes the charge.
You know, you got to love anybody that steps in and take a charge. But, whew, that was a tough one. A little late.
I still am one of those guys who says you may as well flip a coin on every charging call. I've never seen one that is ever 100% clear one way or the other. And I think asking somebody to make that perfectly in real time
not easy to do.
Not easy to do, and I hate the replay even more. So let them make their decision and live with it. 19-9. 3 deflected passes out front. Tyrone finally gets one that he can steal. Tries to go to the bucket and gets fouled.
Yeah, and that's already starting a little extracurricular out here. I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. Because usually it gets started a lot sooner between these two teams.
It really does.
Not a ton of love lost between either of these basketball schools.
It's funny, though, because it's 2 newer coaches, right, that are –
Yeah. Well, they don't have that history, but that's been going on all the way back to my day, dude.
It's going to be an interesting, situation to step into. It's like becoming the Plymouth coach. Oh, I got to hate Warsaw. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's number one.
I knew they had a Panda Express. That's all.
I didn't know we were supposed to not like Northwood either, but Caleb has Nguyen. And his off the front of the rim. Rebound fought over, and boy, what a play by McDonald. He's able to get to the edge, gets trapped trying to save it, and then somehow threw it off the foot of Grayson Tyrone.
It's another hustle play out of this New Prairie team. They're just starting to string them together here. It's leading to extra possessions and a lead.
Kominiak back on the floor, double teamed instantly. He's got a man wide open in the corner. McDonald, same spot. He buried that one before. Nothing but net again. 22-9. In the corner, Tyrone drives it. Had Parker Wolf open, but a good defensive play there by the center, Hunter Nelson. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Plymouth basketball.
Tell you what, this New Prairie team is feeling themselves right now, Rusty. A lot of energy on the bench. They're feeling pretty good.
Nguyen all alone for three. Can't drop, and rebound in the hands of L. McDonald. 4 boards for him now. Jagger Daniels works to the right, and Dan Nguyen going to get a foul here. Has tried to reach in from behind instead of getting the basketball. He got the back of Daniels. So Clark will trigger it in front of the Plymouth bench. As Jagger Daniels in the backcourt, he'll bring it up. 1:07 to play now. Hands it off to Clark. Now into the corner, McDonald. Top of the key to Nelson. Has Daniels. He'll just blow to the bucket. And boy, if Kalen gets his third foul, I don't know if I would.
Yeah, not
he
worth
doesn't
it.
want to give him a layup, but he almost had to. That's number 3 on him. He's going to have to sit the rest of this quarter probably at least. Maybe some of the third quarter.
Well, you're in a tough spot because you need to score some points.
Jagger Daniels misses the free throw, and that was going to be 2 for sure. Jagger Daniels has just an absolutely lightning quick first step.
Heck of a player.
Second shot is up. That one is good. Little undersized is the only thing you could say, and I don't think he would say that.
No, he doesn't feel undersized.
He'd say, come on, test me. Let me show you how undersized I am. 23-9 in the paint. Caleb, a strong take, but gets fouled.
Yeah, good job there by Plymouth. Move the ball a little bit, set up a little stagger screen with the ball screen action, and led to Caleb getting 2 feet in the paint and going up strong.
Hunter Nelson, his first, team's fourth.
Nelson with the foul. That's his first. Caleb at the line. He'll shoot 2. First one is up. That one is no good.
That kind of night so far for Plymouth. Just nothing going down. Might want to check, see if there's a lid on the rim at some point, but, Plymouth used to pull out the old bubble that he put on the rim. He couldn't make it for the rebounding drills. Sometimes you shoot and it feels like that bubble's still on there, man.
Remember, I wish I shot is up and no good again, and McSorley comes away with a rebound. Daniels dribbles to the left, has McDonald top of the key. He'll dribble right. Kominiak at the top of the key now. He's working against Tyrone to the left side. Now Daniels with Nguyen on him. So far, Daniels has really
got
given
10 now.
Dan Nguyen a battle. 7 seconds. McSorley hands it off. Kominiak gets to the paint. Tries to go to the baseline. No good. McDonald will just throw one up as he goes out of bounds. Won't drop, but it doesn't matter. We go to halftime, and New Prairie holding a commanding 23-9 lead over Plymouth. We'll take a break. We'll come back. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Plymouth Holiday Tournament.
Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, you'll love it. No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851. It's the Big B Coffee Halftime Show.
And we're back at Plymouth High School. Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin. Halftime score is 23-9. Let's take a look at the scoring out of the both sides for New Prairie with 23 points. They've got El McDonald with 6. Dylan Bishop had a 3 for 3. McDonald also had 4 rebounds to go with those 6 points, so pretty good couple of quarters for him. Jagger Daniels with 8. Dalton Clark didn't score, but he had 3 rebounds. A couple of charging calls, too, that really ignited some things. Hunter Nelson with a bucket for 2, and Miles McSurley with a bucket for 2. For Plymouth, a little easier, only 9 points. Kalen Ellery has 2 of them. Grayson Terone has 2 of them. And Parker Wolf has 5 of them to go with 5 rebounds. So pretty good night for Parker Wolf. You expect the rebounds, but
yeah,
you don't necessarily expect him to be leading the team in scoring.
Well, I wouldn't hate seeing more of it. Let him kind of get his feet in there and let him go to work, create space, and maybe he'll make some stuff happen for other people as well. But really, any points right now for Plymouth would be great. That's kind of where they're at right now.
Have not been able, similar thing to what we saw in the girls' game, a lot of really good looks. Honestly, I can think of maybe 2 shots that weren't maybe what you wanted. They came out of the offense, but not probably at the spot you wanted them to.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I just haven't been able to get anything to drop.
You got to get one to go down, right? That's what it feels like. It's because it's contagious. Everyone's missing shots. It's contagious. And then once you start making shots, then that's also contagious. So really, they just got to get one to go down and start from there. But it hasn't been awful shots. It's been shots in the offense, like you said. But man, at some point, it'd be good to see one go down.
I thought it was hitting that was contagious. That's what I was always
there's
thought.
That too. Yeah,
After that first base hit, everything seems to go a lot easier. But
that's all about momentum.
It's been a tough night for Plymouth offensively. Defensively, not a horrible first half. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have to find some kind of an answer for Jagger Daniels.
Yeah, Rusty. Well, right now he's just creating stuff for himself, but he's also being a menace on the defensive end. And an answer on both ends, really, for him, Rusty, is what they need to find. But he's a heck of a player, and he's made his impact felt very early in this game.
Has 8 points. He leads all scorers in this game. And, the other things he does, you don't see those in the scoring column. He's creating shots for other guys. He's doing a lot of stuff away from the ball. Just having a really great night tonight. Jagger Daniels for New Prairie. Take another break. We come back. We'll look at some scores. You're listening to Plymouth Basketball, Max 98.3.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at AbsolutePHC.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Back at Plymouth High School, it's halftime. Plymouth Holiday Tournament. Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin as we have a 23-9 halftime score. And right now, New Prairie just having their way. Earlier today, in the first game of the day for varsity, it was North Judson punching their ticket for the girls' finals tomorrow night. They defeated Washington Township 53-21. Great game by Kaylin Tunis of North Judson. It's the first time I've seen them play this year. She had 25 points. Just a really great game. 15 of those in the first quarter. That was basically where they won the game. She came out and just took it on her shoulders. So they win. They will play tomorrow night for the championship. They will play Plymouth, who defeated New Prairie earlier tonight in the girls' game by a final of 40-28. Don't believe that score. That thing was, 33-28 with about a minute left. They had to foul, and Plymouth was able to put some distance between them. But what a great game that was, especially if you like defense. A couple of teams just couldn't get anything to fall. And also a little bit earlier today, it was Huntington North. They'll play for the boys' championship. They defeated Twin Lakes by a final of 59-33. Here at halftime, it's 23-9. New Prairie leads it, and the Pilgrims got to find some points.
Yeah, Rusty, they really do. 9 is not going to get it done. They got to play a little bit better on the defensive end, I think, too. But, at the end of the day, you got to knock down some threes, knock down some open shots, get yourself some confidence. But New Prairie's not letting them get anything in the paint. So, it's easier said than done to get those points. But we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Miller's made at halftime and what their staff kind of cooks up for this second half.
I don't know what you do. I mean, once again, we figured out how much playing time I got when I said shoes, when you said you didn't have to lace yours. I just don't know what you do for shooting. It's so mental. It's like, like when a pitcher loses it, what are you going to do? Tell him to throw strikes? He knows to do
Make
that.
Shots, right?
Yeah, I mean, walk out there and throw strikes. Oh, gee, Coach, I was not.
I didn't think of that
one.
That
changes it. That changes the whole thing. But it seems like that would be the same kind of a thing. If you got a shooter, you got to keep shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the end of it, Rusty. Maybe go into the other end of the court and shooting on the other hoop. Maybe they'll make the difference here. But, you got to just keep on keeping on, run your offense, get those open shots, and trust that you're going to make one at some point.
It's a much different game if either of the Ellery brothers can finish some of those things they were getting to the rim on. Just didn't seem to fall. Finally, Kalen got that one where he almost dunked it coming back the other way. So let's see. They've gotten some good looks, just not able to get the roll on the rim. Plymouth will have it to start the half. And we say they trail at 23-9. What's fun is that, we talked about how we were happy to see this officiating crew because we knew this was going to be their kind of a ball game. And I tell you what, you haven't noticed them.
No, you haven't.
It's like they're not even there.
That's a good thing. That's a very
that
good
is
thing,
that is the biggest compliment you can give them. Dan to win on a fall-away jumper, no good. And the rebound comes down to Bishop. And New Prairie will have it back. McSorley hands it off to Bishop. Both teams with their starters on the floor. Off the screen on the baseline. Caleb Ellery able to get Bishop to miss. He'll bring it the other way. Nguyen thought about a transition three. He'll bring it back out instead. Has Tyrone. He'll work to the right side. Gets to the block. Nothing there. Tries the other block. Parker Wolf has his shot partially blocked. And coming away with the rebound is Hunter Nelson. 7:14 to play in the third. We are just underway in the second half, 23-9. Backdoor cut. Dan Nguyen knocks it away. On the break has Kalen. Goes to the bucket. No call. A lot of contact under there. Now another one at the other end. Jagger Daniels just threw it a little bit too long.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that last Plymouth possession ended in a no call. Thought for sure that was one of those charge block situations, Rusty. But
it was. There was some contact as Kalen went in there trying to finish it. No call, 23-9. They're going to get him the ball at the free throw line. He'll hand it off to Tyrone. Back to Parker Wolf. Off the screen, Caleb on the left side. Top of the key, Tyrone. Open for a 15-footer. He misses that one. Tries to get the rebound. Knocks it out of the hands of Parker Wolf and into the hands of Hunter Nelson. Tyrone having a very rough night shooting. On the drive, Jagger Daniels kicks it to McSorley. Now to Bishop. He'll get it back to Daniels. He'll back it out. They'll start the half court. Hands it to Clark, now to McSorley. Bishop with it. Trying to find somewhere to go. Has Nelson all the way out at the 10-second line. And it's looking like they're wanting to run some clock here.
Yeah, they're content with looking for a wide-open layup, Rusty.
Nelson has Bishop. They've been getting him off that backdoor cut along the baseline. Plymouth has kind of locked that up a little. Wide-open look at three by Daniels. He can't get it to fall, but Wolf comes out of there with a rebound, his fifth. Nguyen in transition to Kalen. He'll drive it. Gets to the block. Goes up, has it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay Plymouth ball. Kalen still wanting that call. Did not get it. And now it's going to be Caleb with it out under the basket. Not sure what Parker Wolf was talking about with the official, but they both got a little bit of a smile. Pass comes in. Tyrone with a look at three. Nothing there. And the rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off the head of Parker Wolf. It's going to go to New Prairie. So Tyrone, ice cold. He's got one bucket.
Plymouth going to mix it up here, a little full court press. Probably a good call. They need something here.
Bishop has it to McSorley. He's going to wait for numbers. Gives it up to Daniels, and they'll start the half court. 5:24 and counting in the third. Working back to the left side. McSorley has Bishop. Now Clark all alone underneath, and he'll lay it up and in. Boy, they just really swung the ball extremely well, and man was wide open on the reversal.
They've done it all night, just moving the ball nonstop.
That's going to bring a timeout and a little bit of talk here from Greg Miller. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Well, I mean, Rusty, it's been the defensive end for New Prairie that's got them to this point, right? Holding the team to 9 points. I mean, that's just not just missing shots, but that's also just really, really active defense. And it's frustrating for Plymouth because they just cannot get anything they want, right? They try to get Kalen inside, ball gets deflected. They try to get an open three, they can't knock it down. It's just not a good combination for Plymouth offensively.
Let's also add there has been, I don't believe, more than one that I can remember putback bucket either. There have been no offensive rebounds for Plymouth.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that, Rusty. A well-disciplined, well-coached New Prairie team.
25-9 the score. Timeout is over with. Plymouth will have it. And I think they're going to bring it in front of the bench. Now they're trying to figure out. Oh, it looks like we have. Well, that's nice of him.
I'm about to start clapping.
Official went down there and got the broom. He's going to clean this up down here on the baseline. And somebody better give him a bonus.
Yeah, Corbo better have some warm McDonald's for him.
Brent Corbett, he needs to give that guy a bonus. That's not in his contract. He has to sweep the floor, too.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
So now we'll have it come in. Kalen Ellery. Pass comes into Caleb. 25-9, 5 minutes to play. Pass goes to Wolf, back to Caleb. Now kind of a half-court trap here for New Prairie. Nguyen trying to direct traffic. Tyrone cross-court to Caleb. Back to Tyrone. Plymouth spreading the floor, making them run.
Got to get to the middle at some point against the zone.
Tyrone kicks it over to Caleb in the corner. Nguyen for a wide-open look at three off the rim. Kalen with the rebound, his second of the game. Kicks it to Tyrone, and Grayson going to get a blocking call here as Clark didn't get his feet set that time.
Yeah, it's a good job, though. I mean, like you said, make that ref make that call. Try to beat him to the spot and take the charge if you can. Very least, you get called for a block, and they take the ball out underneath.
I just say, even you watch those on replay, and
it's tough, man.
Yeah. I think you just need to stop replaying them is what I think. Pass goes into Parker Wolf. And
good pass.
Knocked to the ground. See, what happened to the days where, you the call happened and you didn't argue it.
That day
it happened. Well, you know what I'm saying. We weren't allowed to say anything. If we even looked crooked, it was you were done for the night. Shot goes off the front of the rim. Parker Wolf. Now the coaches is a different matter, but usually it was pretty civil at least. It wasn't.
Well,
the referee knew that he was playing him to try to get the next call, and he was trying to get the next call. So it's like, I know what you're doing. I'll let you talk, but there is going to be a line here soon. 25-9 the score. And New Prairie with it. Kicks it down in the corner. That's Bishop. Now Jagger as New Prairie's come out here. They've been content to just run clock. They're running what looks like that old four corners offense, just spreading the floor, making Plymouth run around. They look like they're in a 1-3-1 or wannabe at this point. Pass goes to Daniels. Corner goes to Bishop. He'll take it to the block, kicks it back out to Daniels. Kalen on him. Now over to McSorley. Back to Daniels. Back to McSorley. 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Just too easy right now for New Prairie. Just move the ball around. Plymouth's got to deny something.
Pass goes to Nelson. Goes down on the baseline, McSorley. He'll make the move, go to the paint, kick it. Three look for Kilminiak. He'll bury it.
Great offense out of New Prairie, man. What a possession.
Evan Kilminiak just buries a three cold-bloodedly off the pass from McSorley. And it's 28-9 now. 2:59 to play in the third. Dan Nguyen has Caleb in the corner. He'll take the three. Bang!
Needed that desperately.
Desperately needed that one.
Stops the bleeding. Maybe a little bit of momentum for Plymouth here.
28-12. Kilminiak has McSorley. Old Plymouth fans would recognize some of this. It has a lot of the basics of that old start high offense Edison used to run. Then was he trying to kill time? In the corner. Bishop, no. Caleb with the rebound. Comes out of there with it. Hands it off to Nguyen. Now he'll take the three on the return pass, and Bishop will get the rebound. 28-12, 2:10. New Prairie with a lead. They have the basketball. Plymouth now looks like they're in a man, and boy, Bishop almost lost the handle. Kilminiak has it. Now back to Bishop. They're going to bring everybody out high again and run some clock. McSorley gets cut off on the baseline. Has Kilminiak, top of the key, drives it, kicks it. Now Daniels out near the volleyball line.
New Prairie just snapping their passes, Rusty. No deflections, no risk of a turnover.
28-12. McDonald will check back in for New Prairie at the next break. Daniels to the paint, kicks it. Nelson on the baseline, misses the layup, and Parker Wolf, rebound number 6. Kalen brings it all the way to the paint, has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay Plymouth ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting to the danger zone, Rusty, down 16 with a minute left in the third. You've got to make something happen and make it happen in a hurry. Turn the tide of this game.
Now McDonald will come back out, as will Clark. And for Plymouth, Coming to the floor is Parker Bagley. Nguyen takes a pull-up jumper. In and out. Did everything but go down. That one knocked out of bounds. It's going to be New Prairie basketball.
Yeah, and look for New Prairie to try to use this entire minute here of this quarter.
I would say I'd be surprised if they're not going to play for one shot here. That's kind of what they've done. After they got a couple of buckets early, they've just been willing to run clock.
See if Plymouth can do something about it. They're going to come out in a little trapping 2-3.
Kilminiak loses a handle, and now Nguyen with the layup, but he got shoved off hard by Kilminiak.
I like that out of Plymouth, man. Turn up the pressure a little bit. Try to get some easy shots on the other end.
So that's number 1 on him, and sends Nguyen to the free throw line. First shot is up. That one is no good.
That type of night shooting.
Plymouth 1 for 5 from the free throw line right now. Second shot is up. That one is good. 29-12, 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Daniels blows past Nguyen, gets some help from Bagley, and then an over and back call as the pass got away from Kilminiak. And so a turnover, number 7 for New Prairie. If they've done anything that not perfectly, they've turned the ball over a little bit. 28-13.
About all they've done wrong, though.
And even then, it wasn't at key moments. There, Plymouth turns one over at a key moment and then turned right back. Nguyen will take a 3. 30 seconds left to play. Wolf keeps it alive. Nguyen again gets to the paint, gets fouled.
Tell you what, McDonald did a great job of boxing Wolf out, and then somehow Wolf ended up getting a tip on it.
28-13, 25 seconds left. Dan Nguyen will go back to the free throw line. He'll have a couple of shots here. Trying to cut into this commanding lead. It's not like they've gone and run away and hid, but the way they play defense, this is a huge lead. Shot is good. McSorley will come back out to the floor. McDonald will take a seat.
Yeah, by no means insurmountable, but it's got to happen soon.
If you don't shoot any better, it's not going to get any better. That one goes down. Dan Nguyen, 3 of 4 from the line. 23 seconds, 28-15 now. Dribbling across, Daniels all alone. Clark underneath, lays it up and lays it in. Nobody found Dalton Clark. Daniels did. 30-15, 3 seconds. Shot from the corner by Kylan, and it is no good. Long launch from McSorley from the half-court stripe, and it won't fall. And so we will head to quarter number 4 with a score of New Prairie 30 and Plymouth 15. Take a break. We come back. We'll have the final 8. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of Plymouth Holiday Tournament action.
Happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Dixon, Peyton Skirvin. New Prairie will have it in to start the fourth quarter. Jagger Daniels with it. He'll dribble on the left side. Double teamed out there by Nguyen and Ellery, and there's a foul called, and Let's hope it's not Ellery. And it is. It's going to be Nguyen.
Well, Plymouth's going to try to, expand this game as long as possible here, speed it up, get some turnovers and layups.
McSorley gets it into Daniels, and they'll start the half court. McSorley trapped right at the 10-second line, throws it right to Caleb Ellery. He'll take it to the block, to the paint, lays it up, won't drop. Parker Wolf can't get the follow to drop. Now a three from Kalen, no good. Wolf again with the rebound.
Gosh, he's playing his butt off, isn't he?
2 rebounds on that exchange. Now Nguyen, corner. Bagley for 3. Not there. Rebound comes down to Bishop. Plymouth's shooting woes just get worse. 30-15. Those were all good looks. None of them would drop. Bishop, cross court in the corner all alone. Clark for 3. Nothing but net.
They are dropping on this end, Rusty, and that's just the story of the night, those back-to-back possessions.
33-15, 6:54 to play. Caleb, no good. McSorley with the rebound. And I think the biggest thing, Parker Wolf, I can remember, has had 3 offensive rebounds. Plymouth hasn't had any other ones. And there's an easy bucket as Hunter Nelson on the backdoor cut. And it is 35-15, 6:30 to play. Dan Nguyen, top of the key. Parker Wolf. I'm like, that has to be on Wolf. And it is going to be, I think, either that. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a Bagley away from the ball. Did you see Wolf?
Oh, yeah. I thought.
Parker Wolf just kind of
leaned into one a little bit.
Well, let's put it this way. He and Jagger Daniels were occupying the same space on the floor, but not for long.
Well put.
35-15. And the foul on Bagley. Down on the right side now. Working is McSorley. All the way around top to Bishop. 35-15, ball is stolen. And Tyrone with a move to the bucket, nice. Puts it in. Grayson Tyrone with a nice move and a bucket. Gordon Mawson wanting to make sure I'm staying in line.
Always, Rusty. Well, somebody's got to keep you in line. Quick 30 here for Plymouth. And
32nd for Plymouth.
You're down 18 here with 6 minutes, right? So you got to put it together and put it together fast. You got to think they're either full court pressing or trapping as soon as they come across the half court. And, New Prairie, up to this point, Rusty, every time Plymouth has given them that pressure, they've gotten wide open layups out of it. They've kept their eyes up. They've made the next pass. Plymouth has got to start anticipating that next pass and try to find a steal going the other way if they want a real shot at getting back into this.
Timeout is finished, and we'll see what they drew up at the 30-second break. Got Davis on the floor here, Hudson Davis for Plymouth now. Pass comes in and full court pressure. And all the way down on the baseline. Nelson and a nice defensive play by Caleb to knock it away. And then a no-look pass by Parker Bagley. I was ill-advised at that point in time.
Oh, great
and
hit.
A 3 in the corner from Tyrone. 35-20, 5:29 to play. And a kickball by Tyrone as he was moving up to double team McSorley. So it'll stay New Prairie basketball. Pass will come in to Daniels in the backcourt. He'll dribble it across, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul, I believe, Tyrone. Just a little too much on the hand check.
No, it's not the worst thing, Russ. You're going to have to be physical. You're probably going to get called for some fouls. So,
if you're Kalen Ellery, though, you got to use your head on that because he can't afford to have any more.
Yeah.
He's got 3, and you want him on the floor. Now away from the ball, and I think this is going to be on Bagley again, and it is. And you're getting to the point now where you're going to be sending him to the free throw line.
Yeah, one more and you're there, Rusty, and that's a lot of time left in the quarter.
Pass comes into Nelson. Ball knocked away by Caleb into the hands of Davis. On the break, Plymouth. Caleb Ellery gets to the paint, gets fouled on the way to the bucket.
Yeah, great take by Caleb there. He's got such a good first step, and then he strides out and he's able to use that length to get the ball to the basket.
He'll go to the free throw line. Third foul there on Hunter Nelson. And Ellery will shoot 2. Caleb's first one is all around and not down.
A tough night at the line for the Pilgrims, Rusty.
Caleb 0 for 3 from the line. He'll get a second one. And that one does not fall. 0 for 4 from the line tonight for Caleb Ellery, but the rebound comes to Davis. He'll kick it in the corner to Kylan. Now Davis in the paint. Momentarily had Nguyen down there and just couldn't get him the ball fast enough. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Plymouth basketball. But Davis with a nice rebound to keep it alive. Comes into Nguyen, and now Davis gets a foul there as Daniels goes to the floor.
That's the second charge Jagger's taken so far.
He just, that's not even fair. Davis was running to a spot on the floor, and Daniels just slid in behind him when he wasn't looking.
Gotta love it, though, man. It's those little plays.
That's really a heady play. That's one of those plays that, right now it doesn't mean much, but you get into a tournament game or something.
Those win you games, Rusty.
Knowing you can do that, and not only that, the emotional lift it gives your team. Dalton Clark now back out to Daniels. They're going to play keep away here. 4:44. Dribbles it right into the hands of Kylan Ellery. He'll go to the bucket. Lays it up. Won't fall. Davis with the rebound. Tyrone with a 3. No good. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And I think it's going to be on Daniels.
Yeah, he's boxing him out. And, it's one of those I got called for all the time because, you're undercutting the guy. I always argue, I'm boxing him out. But, it's kind of a foul. Displace him.
Pass comes into Kalen. He'll take the jumper. It will not drop. Bounced all the way around. Now Caleb takes it away from behind and lays it in. Caleb Ellery with a steal and a bucket. Full court pressure again here. And it is going to get chippy here in a minute. Pass comes into Daniels and taken away by Tyrone. He'll go to the bucket. He can't hit the layup. Rebound will come down to Nguyen. I can't believe the number of wide open layups I've seen missed today. Tyrone for 3. It won't fall. Caleb comes away with the rebound. Underneath, and the ball is loose, and McSorley will come away with it. That's going to bring a timeout. I think
that's great
good
timeout.
One for Lutz. As things were getting a little bit haggard down there. We'll take a quick break as well. It is 35-22 New Prairie. We'll be right back.
2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin with you. Head to the last 4 minutes of this one, and we got a whistle already, and that's going to be on 10 to win. Yeah, this is getting to that point.
Yeah, it's going to send him to the free throw line, too.
And I believe it's going to send Jagger Daniels to the line as Nguyen gets number 3. Happened before they even got the ball thrown in.
Plymouth's got to find a way to just calm down a little bit here, play defense without fouling.
Hunter Nelson misses that free throw. This may actually
it might help Plymouth
end up playing into your hands if they can't hit free throws. But how many fouls do you have to give? That's the problem.
You're right, Rusty. You got guys kind of getting into trouble.
Hudson Davis takes a seat. Parker Wolf comes back, and Hunter Nelson hits the second free throw. Nguyen now throws it to Caleb at the free throw line. He'll turn, kicks to Nguyen off the screen. His three, no good, in the hands of Dalton Clark on the rebound. And now some deflected passes by Dan Nguyen, and he'll reach in and get another foul call. Look over the bench, Greg Miller saying, come on, we need to just calm down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get him, it's got to be going for, a jump ball or a steal the right way, right? Not reaching over somebody's back.
And then you don't want to send the best free throw shooter they probably have to the free throw line. I'm sure he shoots free throws as well as he does everything else. And he does. Rolls that one right in there. 2 for 3 at the line tonight. He'll get a second one. That one is up. That one is no good. And Kalen Ellery skies for the rebound. That's just his third. He has had a very quiet night tonight. He'll go to the right side, cut off at the block, spins, gets a shot blocked, gets the rebound himself. On the baseline to Tyrone. Parker Wolf now. Nguyen drives it to the paint, lays it up, and lays it in. Dan Nguyen finishing through contact. He'll get a shot at a three-point play. 37-24. There's plenty of time left.
Oh, yeah, there is.
3:12 to play.
Keep getting turnovers. Try to turn up the heat a little bit.
And no good on the free throw. Nguyen 3 for 5 at the line tonight. 37-24. You can't leave 3 points at the line. Now Kylan Ellery reaches in and steals it away. To Caleb on the break. Lays it up, lays it in. Steal by Kylan and assist, and the bucket by Caleb. Now all the way down into the front court. Clark will get fouled by Parker Wolf.
Pilgrim foul number 3, Parker Wolf, his first.
That's his first?
That's surprising.
That is surprising. He plays a little bit more.
Just plays hard and physical.
Yeah,
hard and physical.
Plays a little bit more, with a little bit more abandon than that. Shot is no good. Boy, if New Prairie isn't going to hit the free throws, then this is going to be interesting. Now Kilminiak will come back out. He's going to have to wait because he's coming out for the shooter. And Clark will hit it. And so Kilminiak will come out and take his place. 38-26, 2:45 to play. Plymouth with the ball, they trail it. The wind directing traffic. He'll go to the paint. Gets it to Parker Wolf. His layup won't drop, but he gets fouled.
It could have been a huge and one for Plymouth there. If he would have knocked it down.
I am just astonished the number of wide open layups that have been missed tonight.
It has been a little out of character, that's for sure. See if you can knock these down, get it to a 10-point game, keep clawing your way back.
Parker Wolf at the free throw line. And he can't hit that one. Boy, I tell you, it's going to be a wasted opportunity.
That's for sure, Rusty. A lot of layups, a lot of free throws have just not gone down.
Second one is no good. Plymouth continues to struggle, finding any kind of offense at all, and now Jagger Daniels gets knocked to the floor. That's going to be it, I think, for Dan Nguyen.
Yes, it will be. Tough night for Dan. Tough night for all these Pilgrims, really.
He had a tough assignment. Jagger Daniels is a very good point guard.
Yeah, Jagger's kind of putting on a clinic tonight on the point guard position, isn't he?
Shot is no good.
It's probably my fault, Jagger, sorry.
Probably
is. Would have
is.
made that if I didn't say that.
He's done almost everything well tonight. He'll take the second shot. That one is good. 3 for 5 for him from the line. Caleb Ellery with it. He'll step back, shoot the 3, misses it, and Parker Wolf comes down with a rebound. Bagley, after the partially blocked shot, comes away with another rebound. Tyrone can't hit the layup again, gets his own rebound, misses it again. And the rebound now kicked to Kylan. He'll miss the 3. How many looks did you get there that were within 5 feet of the basket and you couldn't get one of them to drop? Now an interception, Caleb. And almost missed a breakaway layup there.
It's going to bring a timeout from Coach Miller and try to get his boys. I mean, it's an 11-point game, Rusty. You're right there.
You're right there. As much as we've talked about this, they are right there. Minute 53 to play. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at Plymouth High School, Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin with you. It is 39 to 28, and all the woes that Plymouth has had shooting the basketball, they are right there in this ball game.
It's been a testament to their defense.
Couple of stops here, and they're right in the game if they can get points out of it.
Seems to be the biggest if right now.
Well, that is the biggest if, because they had 3 shots at it there and couldn't make any of them count. Now a kick on that as Tyrone gets up there. Tries to challenge the pass. New Prairie will have to go the distance of the floor. Kilminiak will come and sit down. Dalton Clark will come back out. Now Daniels with it. Gets it to McSorley. He'll bring it over the timeline. Now he'll be double teamed right there in the corner. Has Daniels. He's looking on the right side. Has Bishop over there. He's double teamed. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Tyrone gets a little bit too pushy. Actually, it's going to go on Bagley.
Yeah,
3 on him.
You like the pressure there, looking for the trap. Just a tough bailout foul.
39-28, minute 38 at the free throw line. Bishop hits it. That's his first free throw, and he hits it. He's got 4 points on the day. He'll get a second one. That one is up. That one is good. 2 for 2 at the line and makes it 41-28. Pass goes to Tyrone. He thought about it. He will take it. Misses it. And a rebound underneath to Parker Wolf. He gets fouled.
Just been a rebounding machine here.
He's got 9 by my count, and I think I missed a couple.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, Rusty.
That's what I do.
Can't do everything. You know, you're only so perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know what the discussion is over here, but
Parker Wolf to the line for 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is either, but they've got it sorted out. And this officiating crew's got to be getting tired.
I'm getting tired watching them, I'll tell you, man. They're working hard.
Shot is no good. Sweeping the floor down here during the break. Parker Wolf now. 1 of 6 from the line. Make it 2 of 7. 41-29, minute 27 to play. Daniels will push it across. Double team. Has to find help. Gets it from Bishop on the cross court. Baseline Clark. Top of the key McSorley. Now Daniels. Nowhere to go. He'll give it up to McSorley. Now over to Bishop. Play keep away from the Plymouth defense. Minute 5 to the block. Nelson all alone on the block. Misses the layup. Rebound is saved inbounds to Bagley by Parker Wolf. Ellery on the breakaway, and he'll roll it up over the other side. Kalen Ellery with the bucket. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. 41-31, 46 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's going to be a chore, but you're still there.
And New Prairie's really done themselves a favor by giving them a big enough lead here, Rusty, to where they didn't have to worry about even panicking because you're up 10. Now there's 46 seconds left, so you got to be at least smart enough to not do anything stupid and throw the ball up in the air. But Plymouth's got to either get a quick steal or foul or find some sort of way to extend this game.
I've got Parker Wolf for 10 rebounds now.
Yeah, I believe it, Rusty.
Nobody else has more than 3.
He's been all over it. He's just he's scored some points as well. Struggled a little bit from the free throw line, admittedly so. I'm sure
He's got 6 points, but like you said, the big one, 2 for 7.
Yeah, that's
from
tough.
From the free throw line.
I'm sure he's not happy with himself there, but he's got to be happy with just how hard he's played and just some of the second chances he's given Plymouth.
Game.
And it 100% is. It's what he does.
That's his game.
See if they can get some more steals here and find a way to give yourself a chance to win this game.
46 seconds left. Bishop will bring it in. They have to go the length of the floor. Comes into Daniels. He'll get it up to McSorley, and he's going to get called. How many times have we seen that today?
He's got to be smart. Got to give him time to get across.
McSorley got into the front court, and Daniels was on his way, but he had left his feet, caught the ball in the air, and came down in the front court, but had not established himself there. Caleb Ellery goes to the bucket, lays it in.
Number 12, Caleb Ellery.
12 points for Caleb now, 41-33, 28 seconds. Probably got a foul here, don't you? Parker Wolf knocks it away. Ball on the floor. Caleb Ellery has it knocked away. He'll get it to his brother Kylan. He has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay Plymouth ball. 15-9. It's going to take a heck of a miracle. And Caleb Ellery is just about ready to get into some trouble here as he and McSorley had a bit of a talk about chippy. Now Ellery going to trigger it in, 15.8 seconds. Tyrone, double pump, won't drop on the layup. Parker Wolf with another rebound on the floor. Kalen Ellery with 6 seconds has Bagley. Now Caleb will take the three, buries it. And that's going to end it. Caleb Ellery gets his 3 to drop, but no time on the clock, and it will end as a 41-36 win for New Prairie. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our postgame show. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
And it's time for our post-game show. We've watched New Prairie take a 41-36 win over Plymouth. There's a lot of folks here.
Well, it's the holiday season.
Ryan Wolf here to support his son, obviously.
He's ready for baseball.
Yeah, got to. I haven't seen Gordon Mawson in a while. It's kind of nice to see him here. And out and around, trying to make sure I don't screw up. It's always
good luck.
Always nice of him. 41-36 our final, and I'm telling you, you're going to go back. I don't even see any reason to watch film on this because you know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Your shots didn't fall.
Yeah, you didn't make layups, you didn't make wide open threes, and that was just the story of Plymouth's night, really, Rusty. And that's a tough way to go. It's you're playing well, getting good shots. You just got to knock them down.
My question: how do you change that? Because I don't. That's like saying, I don't know. I know the frustration when you're a hitter, and all of a sudden you're in a slump, and nothing will hit your bat.
Yeah, the only thing that works is hitting shots, right? The only way to hit shots is hit shots. And unfortunately, it's easier said than done in the game of basketball.
Man, it was frustrating to me to watch. I can't even imagine what it was like to be in the middle of that because it's not like you're doing anything wrong. You're playing solid defense. Your offense isn't bad, but nothing you throw in the air goes down the basket.
Yeah, it's just a tough way to go, Rusty. And, a lot of things to learn from it, and hopefully sure some things up defensively and give yourself a shot to win the next one.
Shoot about 10,000 shots here tonight before you go home or something. Yep. I don't know what you do. But anyway, let's run down the scoring. For New Prairie, it was Dylan Bishop with 5. El McDonald off the bench had 6. Evan Kilminiak with 3. Jagger Daniels with 13. He leads all score. Well, actually, Caleb Ellery had 14. Dalton Clark with 5. Hunter Nelson with 5. Miles McSorley with 2. For Plymouth, Kalen Ellery with 4. Parker Wolf was 6. Dan Nguyen had 5. Grayson Terone was 7. And Caleb Ellery with 14. And let's see, 11 of those were in the fourth quarter. And that's our final score, 41-36. We got one more thing to do. Let's take a quick break and we'll do it. We've got to pick our player of the game. So we'll be right back. You're listening to Plymouth Basketball, Max 98.3.
Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
And we are back. Our post-game show. Final score again, 41-36. New Prairie takes a win over Plymouth tonight in the semifinal round. And we need to name a player of the game, and I think we're both in agreement on it. Has to be Parker Wolf.
Yeah, Parker did a lot of really good things for this team tonight, Rusty. Honestly, I think he kind of kept him in it at times with his offensive rebounds and some of the things he was doing defensively, and really rebounding was the big key for him. And it couldn't knock down as many free throws as he might have liked, but I thought he created things for other people, and really was a bright spot for Plymouth tonight.
Into the night with 11 rebounds by my count. I think he probably had a couple more than that. So let's run down tomorrow for you. We'll have the boys' varsity consolation game. It'll be Twin Lakes and Plymouth. Twin Lakes fell to Huntington North earlier today, 59-33. That will start at noon. Our pregame will start just a little bit before that. So noon tip-off for the varsity consolation game. We will then be back on the air for the girls' championship at 6 o'clock. So that'll be our broadcast schedule for tomorrow. A noon tip-off for the varsity boys consolation, and then Plymouth against North Judson in the championship girls game tomorrow night at 6. Thanks for listening. Have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Tonight's game brought to you by Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Don't forget to visit us online at sportsthemax.net, on Facebook, and on the web.